Welcome to Tech RKIT YouTube channel. My name is Ravi. In this video session, we are going to see that how you can install the softwares on the Linux machine and how you can configure those installed softwares. So how many types of packages you have on the Linux, and each package type, how you are going to install or how you are going to ensure that the package is installed properly, and installing and uninstalling and we are going to see that. Okay, so let's see over here is that in this Linux machine or the Linux, we are going to install in Linux based operating systems which are used with RPM. So the RPM means Red Hat Package Manager. Okay, so the Red Hat Package Manager is a definition or the type which is developed by the CentOS or the CentOS community or the Red Hat community, what we can say that. Okay, so this extension, the file extension is going to be a .rpm. So the file name .rpm is the extension which we are going to install on the Linux machines. Okay, so that is called as one type of package. So if you can see that, so how many types of packages we have, and what are those packages can help us in creating this, how we are going to do that. So first of all, if you can specify the packages, okay, the packages are two types. Okay, so one is a source code, which means that the next one is the distribution specific packages. Okay, distribution specific packages in the sense, so these packages comes to the distribution specific, in the sense, if you have CentOS distribution, so that distribution packages only can only install into the CentOS. If you have Red Hat distribution, you can only install on the Red Hat distribution, something like that. So there are different types of distributions. Okay, you can only install those packages on that particular distribution itself. So the first type is source code, the second type is distribution related. In distribution packages also there are two types. So one is called a core packages. Okay, another one is extra core packages. Okay, so extra core packages in the sense, okay, core packages in the sense which comes with along with the installation DVD or the ISO, which whenever you download from the internet, like if you want to install a CentOS server, then you download related ISO file. So in that there are so many packages, nearby 4,000 to 5,000 packages which comes with that ISO file, which is called as a core packages. So extra core packages are going to be downloaded from the intranet or the internet whenever you require. Some examples say that you come with the core packages called some version, like 1.1 version, it came with the core packages. If you want to upgrade that package to the 1.2 or 1.3 version, then you have to download these extra core packages from the internet and install it. So these are the things is going to be type. So here the representation is not is different, so that's why you cannot able to get correlated. So the first one is the packages. In that packages there are two types, one is source code related and one is the distribution specific related. In distribution specific packages, so there are two types again, that is called core packages and extra core packages. So the source code package is something like somebody is written some Perl script, shell scripts or C language scripts. So those are directly you can make these packages. Okay, you can install them or compile them directly into the your machine, so that works directly. Or you can also build using that source code, you can build the RPMs. So that is the type of things you can do on this. Okay, so let's go ahead and see that. Okay, first of all, RPM is the command to do a installation or the query or the remove anything, you can do that using the RPM. So first of all, I'm going to query all the packages which are currently installed, or out of it I'm going to verify the bash package. So whenever the user is logged in, by default the bash login package is there. So this is the bash package which is installed over here. So the bash package here it is, which is divided, which is going to show over here something like this. So the bash is the package name. Okay, the first one, the first version, you can able to see that the version name is, major number of that version name is 4 and the minor number of that version is 2. So in the sense 4.2 is the bash version, and this many times the bash has been released patches. So this many numbers, that is the patch numbers has been distributed, and this many times they fix the bugs on the bash environment. So which means that 46 times the updates has been released and 28 times the bugs has been fixed. Okay, which is going to be updated every time whenever the bug is fixed or whenever the update has been released, something like that. So the complete version over here, it is a 4.2.46 minus -28 and Enterprise Linux 7. You can see that Enterprise Linux 7 over here, EL7 in the sense Enterprise Linux 7, and the architecture of the distribution is that x86 underscore 64-bit. So x86 64-bit is the architecture which is currently installed. But you can see that above here there is no arc, which means that this package can be installed on the any architecture, so that does not require any specific architecture or something over here. But this one is x86 64-bit, which means that it can only be installed on the x86 architecture related hardware only. Or if you want to install different hardware, so that comes here different packages together. So that is called as an architecture dependent packages and no architecture dependent packages. Okay, and distribution specific packages and non-distribution related. So this is non-related, non-distribution specific, which means that no architecture. Okay, any architecture of the hardware or the distribution, you can install that package, no arc. Okay, so this is, after this there is a .rpm name will be there over here while installing. After installing, this is the package name is going to be shown over here. Okay, if you want to install a package on the machine, so what you can do over here. Okay, let's example see that whether we have the already mounted DVD media. So I think we do not have, so maybe we can just go ahead and mount this CentOS DVD to this one. So okay, and it's going to be mounted and we can use that and mount. Okay, so now we can go ahead and switch back to the root in order to mount /dv/sr0 by default /mnt. I'm going to mount it, and you can go to cd/mnt, and here are the packages. Okay, there are so many RPMs already there over here. So if you want to install one package particularly, so how you can install over here, so you can simply say rpm-i for install, v for verbus, and h for ash. Ash in the sense the progress of the installation is going to be shown. Okay, and here you can provide the package name, which package name if you like to install. Example, say telnet package I would like to install over here. Okay, telnet 0. This package I'm going to install over here. Okay, so now the package has been installed successfully. So install and verbose and provide us the ash progress. So like this you can do that. If you want to upgrade the same package again, if you with the new package name or the with a new RPM, you can also do that. You can just download that RPM package and say IUH, which means that I for U for upgrade, I for install, or you can simply say no I, and you can simply say upgrade and verbose and H, and provide the name of that package name, so it upgrades that package. Okay, but currently I am using the same package, so it does not upgrade. Okay, just do that like that. But if you want to do example, say that query that whether the package has been installed or not, so currently installed in there, you can see that QA, in the sense query all the packages, and from that you can just grab that package and which package you are looking for. So telnet package I'm going to look for, so this is the telnet package is already installed. If you want to see little more information about that package, you can simply say I, so that will provide you the detailed information about that telnet package, the package name and the source RPM, which RPM you have used for, and useful for why it is required, a little description about that package. Okay, like that you can query and provide the information, or you can also there are so many other commands along with the querying the packages. Example, say that rpm-qc and provide the service name. Okay, so you can simply see that the package httpd is not installed, or you can simply provide example, say that telnet. So the telnet is already installed, so it does not give any information over here, in the sense quite, if it is not installed, quite. Okay, like that. So there are so many things, like you can simply say qa-last, so which are the packages are installed and which date. Okay, all the information is going to be provided over here. You can simply see that, right? So these are the packages, and simply grep for telnet, and you can see that the date of that. Okay, when it is installed 25th August 2018, on this date it is installed, because it's going to be take the date and time from the system itself. Like that you can get a number of information from the RPM. You can say that install, upgrade, erase. So if you want to erase the package name, so okay, you can simply say that rpm-e. Okay, this is going to be erase, and you can say v, which is going to be provide you the name verbose of that while uninstalling. So preparing packages, so it is already uninstalled. You can simply go ahead and query for again, okay, for telnet, so there is no package installed. Like that you can provide anything, see that, so that telnet package is not installed. Again, if you want to install back, you can simply say -ivh and provide this package name and exert the RPM name now, which is going to be say that the package has been installed and so is the version installed. So here you can query a number of things, you can do a number of things like doing, but the very important thing over here it is that while installing the package you can see the output of this one. So here which says that no key, which means that you are installing the package without a license, okay, or without a key for that package. So if you want to, but most of the core packages they will give the by default a key over here. So what you have to do, that you have to import that key to this machine, so that it's going to be imported. So you can simply say rpm-import and provide that package the key file, so it's going to be imported. And if you are going to install rpm-f, just I would like to install forcefully that package, so you can simply say that packages and telnet I am going to install over here. So the package has been installed forcefully, but this time there is no key is shown, which means that we already imported the key file for the all the packages, the core packages. Like that you can do that. If you want to build a RPM from the any of the source you have downloaded from the internet, so you can simply use RPM build is the RPM build is the command. So you can simply provide this RPM build and the file name. It's going to build the RPM package for you. Or some source code if you want to install using the source code. Example, say that the source code is being installed using the few commands. The most of the is that one is /configure, which has the default configuration files of that package, and the next one is going to be make, so it is going to be make that package using the C language or the whatever the source you have used, and let's say that install. So after make you have that install that whatever you make that package. So these are the most of the common steps are going to be used on the source code installation. /configure, okay, and make install is the things we are going to install. So but here I said simply we can install some packages over here, right? But here what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to install something, like example say that rpm-ivh say that create repo I'm going to install, which is installed straightforwardly. Or if you want to install any dependent packages, okay, example say I would like to install Perl. So there are so many packages, right? So in this if you want to install something algorithm, something like this, so it is also installed. But few packages has the dependent packages, which means that whenever you are installing some package, it has the dependencies to install. So if you are not installed that package, then it will ask you for to install those packages, or without installing those packages the actual packages are not going to be installed. Example say httpd I will take over here. So example say that httpd tools I am going to install, so which says that okay, http tool if you want to install, then you have to install this package and you have to install this package, then you can install those packages. So this is the dependency. But if you want to install this package, again it's going to be again one more dependency is required, and if you are going to install this package, is going to be required one more dependency. So you are going to install, keep on installing those dependencies. Your time is going to be wasted, or your time is going to be it eats lot of your time, but you do not achieve anything over here. So in order to overcome these type of things, okay, what you can do over here is that you can simply use configure the repository on your using your core packages. What it will do here is that it will create one XML file and one repo data things. So whenever you say something like install httpd, then it automatically queries that what are the dependent packages are there on that thing, and it will install those dependent packages automatically without your things. Like you don't need to install the dependent packages if the repository has your dependent packages. That is the beauty of your yum. So what is the difference over here using the rpm and yum? So the thing, when you are going to install a rpm, when you are going to use rpm or when you are going to use m, so rpm is going to be used when you do not have the rpm files on your repository. You just wanted to install standalone rpms, just like some external rpm I built without any dependency. I just wanted to install. So you can simply say that rpm-ivh and provide the package name, okay, the package name, and it's going to be installed. That's it. But the few packages, if you are going to install the core packages, is already inbuilt of your repository, and you don't want to do it manually. You can simply say that install and provide the package name, it automatically install for you. So the dependencies also resolves automatically and install for you. So that is the major difference on here. So the RPM is a default command, you don't need to configure anything. Okay, you can simply straightforwardly install, uninstall, do it. Okay, but yum command is required to be configured with the proper repositories. Which are the repositories you would like to use? You can also use external repositories like EPEL repositories, or you can also use internal core packages to be built some repositories, automatically create repositories. Okay, or you can also use some external repositories, not only EPEL. There are so many other repositories you can use to build your own repository from the external source, and you can install from the internet directly using the yum package. So this is the major difference in between the RPM command and the yum. So the yum provides a lot many command line and graphical versions. Yum can install or upgrade software by using either a command line version yum command or a two graphical programs. Okay, or you can also use a directly subscriptions. You can simply provide from the radar subscriptions, you can simply subscribe to that. Then if you want some packages, updated packages, so you can just download from the internet and install directly using the yum. So you no need to download, even you can just type in yum upgrade, it's automatically what are the packages are upgraded on that repository on the internet, then it automatically downloads and install those packages using the yum utility. So but RPM cannot do that. You have to download the package, manually install that. So RPM is very useful whenever you are installing the package, only particular package. If you want manually, then you can do that. So if you want to dependency installed on all the upgrade packages to be done automatically, you can do yum. But there are always installing the minimal packages, you have less security threats, but you are automatically installing many packages, you have more security threats. So that you have to keep in mind, and which is required for the moment, you have to use that utilities, whether RPM or M. So you can do that. So my previous video contains the how you are going to configure the M repository on the local DVD using local DVD. So I think that's help you to configure M repository, but this covers most of the RPM, how you are going to use RPM related stuff. So there are many other commands. For more stuff you can simply refer this man RPM. So there are a lot of things. Okay, so most of the things on the stuff we are going to use is that installing, upgrading, and erasing and querying. This is the most of the things we are going to use on a regular admin activities. Okay, or you also have some different utilities to download the packages using the yum utilities. There are so many stuff to be done. So but basic idea I have given on this, and how to install the packages, and how to erase the packages, and how to upgrade the packages, or how to query the packages which is installed or not, or you can see the information of those packages using the RPM. That's about this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Please subscribe to the channel for more upcoming videos and courses. Please follow us on social networking sites. If you have any technical related questions, you can ask.